Hi everyone, I thought I would do a quick little podcast. This is my first podcast that I've ever done, so it might not be the best podcast you've ever seen. But anyway, hello, my name is Liv and some of you may know me as Handknitsbyliv on Instagram or Facebook or on my website. I am currently been knitting for about a year now, so I'm still in the beginning stage. I wouldn't say I'm the best knitter in the world, but each day I'm learning more and more, which is absolutely great. So yeah, I thought I would start off by talking to you guys a little bit about my current projects that I'm knitting on. So we'll get started. First of all, I am knitting a snood here, so that's what it looks like. It is like this nice olive sort of colour shade even, and I just learnt how to knit in the round. I never thought about knitting in the round before, so yeah, that was interesting. I learnt that yesterday on YouTube. A lot of how I learnt is just by YouTube generally, like watching videos. I have a lot of resources like books, information, and I have a whole folder of patterns that I got mainly off Ravelry for free or loveknitting.com. They also do like a section of free patterns. So that's where I got it from. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly show you. This is my knitting folder. It's quite full of a lot of information. So on the first page, I'll just quickly show you what I've done to make it easier for me. Everyone's different, so it really just depends on the person. But if I can get this folder up without everything falling out, I've got a page here with all the abbreviations of knitting. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or be able to read that, but it basically just has all of the abbreviations. I really struggle with understanding the abbreviations sometimes. Like there's simple ones like knit two together, stitch, decrease or whatever, but there's others that I've never come across before and I do struggle. So having like something handy like an abbreviation page would be really useful. Now I've got some patterns here. I've got a lot of patterns. I mean, you can see a lot of patterns here. Like this is just all full and full of patterns. In the back of this folder I do have, what I find easy is taking notes of my work. So if I was knitting something for somebody, I would take the notes. So I would put like the wool, what wool it is, what I'm knitting, who it's for, what pattern it involves, and then after you can even add a picture of your project. Now this is called Feeling Crafty Project Planner by craftingfingers.co.uk, and it's just like you can add information and it's really helpful for me. So that's just that. I mean, if you do want to see everything that's in my folder, you can, and I will do a video on it. But today what I'm knitting up is I'm just starting to knit a baby bonnet. Now this is for a age 6 to 9 months, and it's got to be done for tomorrow. I've left it really last minute really, so I don't have long. Usually it takes me about like a whole day to knit up an adult size hat, so because this is not as big, I think I'll be able to finish it in a few hours. But like I said, I'm still a beginner, I'm not the best, and I'm sure all of you will know that by seeing my Instagram, that you know that my knitting's not the best in the world. So I've got some patterns here that I've printed out this morning. This one here is the ribbed rascal hat, I think it's how you pronounce it, and the difficulty is beginner, so I went for it. And this one was from loveknitting.com, and you basically just have the whole pattern and the abbreviations on the back. So this looks really, really easy, and you can do different months. So you can do a newborn to fit 3-month size, or 3 to 6 months, or 6 to 12 months. So I'm doing the 6 to 12 months one, but obviously the baby will then gradually grow into it, so that's why I thought of doing something a little bit bigger. So I've got that one, and then I have this really cute one. It's an adult and a newborn size, and basically, again, you have the different stitches for the different sizes. I've just highlighted purple in the ones that I'm going to be knitting on to start off with. And on the back you have the finished measurements, and you also have the size, and then how many, what the height is, what the head fit is as well. And this is going to be a colour key, so I'm going to start off doing a toddler, and then I will do like an infant, highlight it in yellow, so it just all makes sense to me. Okay, so the other thing I've been knitting on, which you may have also seen on my page, is this snood. Now, I've still not finished it. I'm quite bad with finishing a few things, but this is the French wool. I don't think I have the label, but this is what it looks like anyway. It's really pretty. On my Instagram page it does explain, does tell you what wool it is, what make it is, so that will be on there. But this is just a stitch row and then a purl row, so obviously this is the stitch and then you've got the purled. So it will be a really nice snood, and I love oversized things, so yeah. But that's what it looks like. This wool I love. And oh, the needles that I am using are the Knit Pro. These are really quite long. I think they're like, they could be like 40 centimetres. I mean, I could be wrong, hold on. I could actually be completely wrong. No, I think I'm right. I think these are about 40 centimetres. I just measured it. And this is, yeah, the Knit Pro, and this is the 6mm size. You can get different sizes. These I find really easy to knit with. Knit Pro are one of my favourite needles that I knit with, favourite make of needles that I knit with. I have a lot of Knit Pro. So yeah, that's another thing that I need to get finished. Then I was starting on a baby cardi. As you can tell, I do quite a lot of different projects because I just do it as a hobby, and to make a hobby out of something more is something that I'd love to do eventually. But I go from like project to project, or sometimes I will finish that project in a day, go on to the next one. But I find it really helpful to have different projects lying around. And that's just me, everyone's completely different. This is the baby cardi that I've started. It's not very good at the minute because it's just this is the back, the bottom of the back, and then it will probably grow to about here, and then I'll start on shaping the arms. But this wool is so pretty. It's the Paint Box one, here it is actually, the Paint Box Yarns Cotton Aran, and I think this is really lovely for a baby cardi, especially like a newborn baby. And that is about it for now. So today I'll be working on the hat for the baby to get to the person tomorrow, and the knitting needles I'm using are 4mm, and again these are Knit Pro, so they're really pretty. And the cable, I'm not sure actually the length of this cable, but I can have a look at it in centimetres for you. I think it's about 60 centimetres. Yeah, so it's about 60 centimetres long, this cable, and this is what I'll be knitting the hat on. I also have a smaller cable one as well. This is also 4mm. So yeah, that's really it for now. I do have a lot of finished projects that I'd love to show you, but this video would be really, really long. But yeah, this is just a tiny little podcast, I think I'm going to call it, because like I said, I've never done this before. I've never done a podcast of knitting, or I've never even done a podcast in my life. So if I'm doing things wrong, you can of course let me know, but I think I'm doing it right. I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go now and get knitting this. Thank you for watching, and if you would like to see more videos, please hit that subscribe button, and if you could let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, like chatting, or more knitting videos. That would be really, really handy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.